Hey beauty lovers and side hustle hunters! If you've ever tried to shoot a glossy cosmetics photo at home and ended up with a sad bottle on a kitchen towel, this video is for you. Today, I'll show you how to make money in the cosmetics niche using AI. No studio, no lights, no model named Sophia who's always late. Just your laptop, a few smart prompts, and a bit of taste. Yes, even if your last photo setup was a window and hope. Here's the big idea. Cosmetic brands need images. Lots of them. Product still lifes, shiny textures, clean banners, story covers, ad variations, new visuals every week. AI can generate those styles fast, consistently, and without renting a marble table from a mysterious prop warehouse. We're talking elegant serum bottles, dreamy creams, little water droplets that scream hydration, and backgrounds that whisper luxury. You create the look, package it like a pro, and sell it to brands, salons, and indie skincare founders who are busy mixing body butter in their kitchen right now. But is this legit? Absolutely, when you do it right. You're not faking a medical miracle. You're designing concept visuals, clean, tasteful, on-brand imagery that helps clients launch faster, test creatives, and polish their feeds. Think of it as being the digital art director for their glow-up. And unlike real photo shoots, AI doesn't eat your snacks or complain about the playlist. What are we actually making? Beauty still lifes. Elegant bottle shots, minimal podiums, glass, water, marble. Soft shadows. Textures, glossy, gel. Shimmer. Macro looks that make people want to touch the screen. Please don't. Before/after frameworks, clean placeholders for client results. They add the real photos later. Packaging concepts. Fast mock-ups for early branding and A/B tests. And here's why brands pay: speed, variety, and consistency. Launch next week? No problem. Need the same scene in beige, pink, and my CEO likes green now? 2 clicks. Want a whole set in 1:1 for the shop, 4:5 for socials, and 16:9 for banners? Done. You're not selling pixels, you're selling momentum. Now, a tiny reality check before we jump in. We keep it ethical and safe. No real logos, no celebrity faces, no "this cream cures time itself" claims. We design vibes, not medical studies. If a client asks for a miracle, you can offer a shiny background and a gentle, "let's keep it legal." What will you learn today? 3 things. How to think like a cosmetic art director, so your images feel premium, not plastic. How to write prompts that deliver clean compositions, tasty lighting, and realistic materials. How to turn images into income, packages, pricing, and where to find your first clients. By the end, you'll have copy and paste prompts, a mini workflow you can repeat for any product, and a simple plan to start selling. If you can drag a slider and choose between matte and glossy, you're basically halfway there. And if you can't choose, listen, we'll make both and call it an A/B test. Quick teaser of the pipeline we'll use. Pick a style reference, generate a clean hero shot, add the right textures, do a tiny polish in your editor, and export in the sizes clients actually need. That's it. No 12-hour color grading, no arguing with a tripod, and no "why is the label crooked again" trauma. So grab a coffee or a collagen drink if that's your vibe, and stick around. In the next section, I'll show you exactly where to go, what to click, and what to type to get those luxury still lifes. Marble, glass, soft studio lighting, the whole spa day. We'll also talk about common mistakes, like over-glossy plastic, weird reflections, and the classic, "Why is there a hand?" surprise, and how to avoid them with one line in your prompt. If you're ready to turn shiny bottles into shiny profits, hit play on Part 2. And yes, I'm dropping the prompts in the description because I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm your friendly neighborhood art director who loves moisturized hands and clean compositions. Let's make your first beauty set today, and maybe pay for that fancy serum purely with AI vibes. Deal? Part 2. Okay, beauty bosses, let's talk tools. If the cosmetics niche is your runway, these AIs are your glam squad. You don't need a warehouse of props or a ring light army. You need a few solid models that speak fluent glass, marble, glow. Think of this like a friendly Sephora tour, but for pixels and sanity. First up, Midjourney. This one's the stylist who always gets the brief. You say, frosted glass serum bottle on wet white marble, soft studio lighting, minimal composition, and it serves luxury campaign energy on a silver platter. It's fast, it's polished, and it's perfect for hero images and mood tests. Want Instagram-friendly frames? Add --R4:5. Need a touch more poetry? Stylize 200. If reflections start acting like a funhouse mirror, calm them down with controlled reflections, no blown highlights, and watch the glass behave like it paid for etiquette school. Stable diffusion. XL is more like your in-house lab. You can start on Playground AI or Leonardo if you want a friendly interface, then graduate to Comfy UI when you're ready for grown-up control. SDXL shines when you need consistency. Lock the seed, keep the lighting and angle steady, and pump out entire families, marble set, acrylic set, plaster set, that look like they belong on the same brand board. If things get plasticky, a quick, realistic specular highlights, micro imperfections, calibrated exposure usually fixes the fake toy problem. Leonardo and Playground AI feel like SDXL with training wheels and a big smile. Paste the prompt, set the size, hit generate, and boom, 10 options before lunch. Perfect for clients who type any updates every 7 minutes. When you want speed without nodes and graphs, these two are your besties. For finishing touches, Photoshop's generative fill, or Photopea if you prefer the free life, plays the role of retoucher who never takes a coffee break. Need more negative space for a headline? Extend the backdrop in one swipe. Want a clean gel swipe on a tiny acrylic tile? Drop it in and finesse the sheen. Add a whisper of grain, keep saturation civilized, and suddenly your render reads like a high-end photo shoot, not a game render. No neon plastic, no crunchy edges, just calm, expensive-looking beauty. If you're flirting with motion, Runway turns stills into tasteful micro videos. Think gentle water ripples, slow camera drift, a soft shimmer that says hydration without yelling infomercial. Keep it 5 to 7 seconds. Export vertical and horizontal, and your ad set looks like it had a bigger budget than it did. Subtle motion sells. Soap opera drama does not. Here's the winning recipe. Brainstorm and test style in Midjourney to nail the vibe. Build scalable, consistent sets in SDXL. Start with Playground AI or Leonardo. Hop to Comfy UI when you want power. Polish, crop, and layout in Photoshop or Photopea. Add a little motion in Runway if the brief needs sparkle. Use one master prompt with a few variables: background color, surface material, hardware finish, And you've got a full launch pack that looks like money without smelling like panic. A few survival tips while we're here. Speak clinical but pretty. Soft studio lighting. Controlled reflections. Pearlescent shimmer, not glittery. Always include a little negative guardrail. No logos, no text, no medical claims, no hands. Because surprise hands love to photobomb beauty shoots. Render big, crop later, and save your seed when you strike gold. If a batch devolves into plastic cosplay, don't spiral. Tweak the lighting and material lines. Regenerate. Move on. Premium results are just tiny, boring adjustments done consistently. Which tool is best? The one that matches your moment. Need instant glossy? Midjourney. Need a whole campaign grid that matches? SDXL. YAML. With a friendly UI, then comfy UI when you're ready to scale like a studio. Need cleanup and layouts? Photoshop or Photopea? Need subtle motion? Runway. Together they're a portable content studio you run from a laptop. No C-stands, no marble quarry invoices, no meltdown when the sun disappears behind a cloud. And here's your little teaser for what's next. In the upcoming prompt building episode, we're jumping straight into Midjourney together and actually generating the beauty shots step by step. I'll show you exactly what to type, when to add R4:5 and stylize 200, how to tame wild reflections, and how to keep a consistent campaign look while you spin variations. Bring your favorite brand colors and a virtual marble slab, because we're about to make luxe still lifes on command. Part 3. All right, welcome to Part 3. How to write prompts that actually look premium. Not plastic, not AI weird, but glossy magazine, take my money vibes. We're doing this for cosmetics, so think glass, water, marble, soft light, and zero chaos. Keep it simple, keep it clean, and sprinkle a little humor so you don't cry over CFG settings. The golden rule. A good prompt is just a brief. Imagine you're the art director texting your AI assistant. You tell it what the object is, where it lives, how it's lit, what it feels like, how it's composed, and what not to do. That's it. The core formula, say it with me. Object plus scene / context plus lighting plus materials / textures plus composition plus style plus tech plus negative. If your prompt reads like a mood board sentence, you're on the right track. Step 1. Define the hero, the product. Think of this step as introducing your main character. If you say beauty bottle, AI shrugs. If you say 30 milliliters frosted glass serum bottle with a brushed aluminum pump and a clear cap, AI salutes. Specific nouns win. Use material, size, finish, and hardware. Avoid brand names or recognizable logos. Keep it generic and chic. Checklist you can read out loud. Container type: bottle / jar / tube / compact / dropper. Material: frosted glass, matte glass, glossy PET, ceramic, acrylic. Hardware: silver pump, matte gold cap, wooden lid, dropper pipette. Scale: 30 milliliters, 50 milliliters, travel size. Colorway: clear. Amber, soft pink. Pale green. Milky white. Label area: blank label area, legible surface, subtle emboss. Mini word bank. Bottle: airless pump, straight-sided. rounded shoulders, cylindrical. Jar, double-walled, thick base, satin finish lid, magnetic closure. Tube, soft touch finish, crimped end, flip-top cap. Compact, mirrored interior, beveled edges, slim profile. Good versus weak. Weak, beauty bottle on a table. Strong, 30 milliliter frosted glass serum bottle, brushed aluminum pump, clear cap, blank label area. All right, let's fire up Midjourney and see what these prompts can really do. I'm going to show you exactly what I type, the settings I use, and the kind of glossy, ad-ready shots that pop out the other side. If you're on Discord already, jump into your Midjourney channel, type/imagine, and paste one of these. I like to add -R4:5 for Instagram-friendly frames and a gentle dash stylized 200 for that editorial polish. I also throw in a tiny safety rail at the end. Negative, logos, text, hands, watermark, plastic look, to keep things clean and premium. First up, our luxury serum hero. This is the classic beauty shot. Think marble bathroom you can't afford yet, but in pixels. Next, the cream jar. Heavier, glassier, and very spa day, but make it expensive. This one loves soft shadows and a calm background. Here's the core prompt. And for a little shine and elegance, the lip oil dropper. This is where tiny details sell the realism. Think precise glass pipette and a soft tinted glow. Step 2. Set the stage. Surface, background, mood. Your product needs a tasteful little world. Cosmetics love minimal, tactile sets: stone, marble, acrylic, glass, plaster. Backgrounds are usually soft neutrals with clean gradients. Think spa, lab, gallery, not messy bathroom counter. Choose one surface and one backdrop. Add a hint of story. Morning light, hydration, clinical clean. Surface options. Pick one. Wet white marble slab. Classic luxury. Polished onyx pedestal. Dramatic luxury. Light gray concrete plinth. Editorial, minimalism. Glossy acrylic podium. Hyper clean commercial. Plaster surface with subtle texture. Natural, soft. Shallow water tray. Hydration, narrative. Frosted glass sheet. Airy, modern. Background styles. Seamless gradient, white to warm beige. Soft off-white with fall-off pale blush. Spa green, foggy blue. Clinical light gray for dermatologist-tested vibe scene helpers. Subtle morning haze. Condensed droplets nearby. Steam-like softness. Gentle water ripples. Minimal props. All right, quick glow-up time for our first prompts. We're keeping the products the same, but giving each one a background that screams premium spa, not plastic toy. First, the serum. We want sleek, hydrated, and super clean. So we're dropping it on a glossy acrylic podium, letting it kiss a little water, and bathing the scene in a gentle white to blue gradient. Think fresh morning facial, not sci-fi lab accident. Next up, the cream. This one gets the luxury treatment, wet white marble with those delicate veins that whisper, "We have a budget." The background is a seamless warm beige gradient, so the jar looks rich without shouting. And for the lip oil, keep it airy, editorial, and a little artsy. We'll park it on a light gray concrete pedestal, leave plenty of negative space, and use a calm off-white backdrop. It's modern, minimal, and very I read design magazines. Step 3. Light it like a pro. Soft, controlled, real. Lighting makes or breaks realism. For cosmetics, aim for soft studio lighting with gentle specular highlights that say glass, not toy plastic. Use one key light through diffusion, a faint rim light to carve the silhouette, and a big fill to keep shadows pleasant. Avoid harsh hotspots and blown labels. Lighting vocabulary that works. Soft studio lighting, high key, smooth gradient fall-off. Diffused key light through large softbox, gentle rim light. For silhouette, controlled specular highlights on glass and metal. No blown highlights, calibrated exposure. Subtle shadow with soft edges, minimal contrast noise. Common problems and fixes. Looks plasticky. Add. Realistic specular highlights, micro surface detail, imperfect reflections. Highlight clipping. Add. Add controlled exposure, no blown highlights, diffuse illumination. Flat image. Add rim light, richer midtones, gentle contrast curve. Mirror chaos. Add soft gradient reflections, no mirror finish, controlled reflections. Pro tip: if your tool supports it, lower contrast or sharpness sliders slightly. Plasticky look often comes from too much micro contrast and razor edges that real lenses don't produce in soft setups. All right, scene change. We've got our products on those clean backgrounds. Now let's give them the glow-up they deserve with lighting that actually sells the texture. First up, the serum. Think spa advertising calm, not nightclub chaos. We're going with soft studio lighting with a large diffused key, a subtle rim light to carve the silhouette, smooth gradient shadows, and controlled specular highlights. In human language, silky reflections, no blown hotspots, and that hydration but make it luxury vibe. Watch the glass stop looking plasticky and start looking expensive. Next, the cream. This one loves that ultra-clean, clinical perfect look. We'll switch to high-key commercial lighting, even exposure, delicate highlights, minimal shadows, pristine clarity. Translation: the jar reads crisp, the lid doesn't scream glare, and the texture feels soft and edible. Do not eat it, obviously. This is the setup that makes labels legible and gradients smooth, like a dermatologist just approved your lighting plan. Now the lip oil. We want warmth and dimension without drama. Angle the light so it kisses the glass and the tint. Use soft directional light from 45 degrees, gentle fall-off, rich midtones, nuanced shadow detail. That gives you a cozy sheen on the bulb and pipette, a little depth around the bottle, and color that feels natural, not neon. It's the sheer gloss equivalent of lighting, flattering and effortless. Step 4. Materials and textures. Make it touchable. Materials are your realism cheat code. Glass needs micro scratches and controlled speculars. Metal wants brushed directionality. Liquids live on condensation, droplets, gel swipes, pearlescent shimmer. Add small imperfections so it feels photographed, not 3D printed. Texture buffet. Glass, faint condensation, micro scratches, tiny dust specks, very subtle. Inner refraction. Metal, brushed aluminum grain, soft anisotropic highlight, fingerprint-free, but not CG perfect. Liquids, gel smear, creamy swipe, pearlescent shimmer, micro bubbles, tiny. Surfaces, wet film on marble, shallow water ripples, plaster pores, acrylic reflections. How to describe textures. Subtle condensation droplets on glass, realistic size variation. Brushed aluminum with fine linear grain, soft specular. Line creamy texture, swipe on spatula, natural edge thickness, smooth sheen. Pearlescent shimmer with micro sparkles, not glittery texture placements. Keep the hero clean. Put gel swipes or smears on a side dish, card, or tiny acrylic tile beside the product. That says, Formula Story, without contaminating packaging. Pro tip: when results get goo explosion, tone down to subtle or delicate. A single elegant swipe sells luxury more than a yogurt fight. All right, team. Let's build our prompt sandwiches the American way. Simple, clean, and extra-to-go friendly. We're making 3 layers you can stack into any beauty shot without turning the scene into a sticky mess. First up, serum. The vibe is just pulled from the spa fridge, not sprayed with a garden hose. Think tiny, believable droplets that make the glass look cold and expensive, with soft, elegant sparkle, not a disco ball. Second layer, cream. We're showcasing texture like a chef's tasting menu, tidy, glossy, and touchable, but we keep the jar pristine. Put the swipe on a small acrylic tile next to the product so it reads like a lab-clean demonstration, not a frosting accident. Third layer, lip oil hardware. This is where metal either looks like jewelry or like a video game texture from 2006. We want that brushed aluminum with a fine linear grain, a soft, directional highlight, and, very important, no fingerprints. Step 5. Composition and camera. Where the eye lands. Composition is your silent salesman. Keep the frame clean, give the product breathing room, and guide the eye with shape, contrast, and depth. Cosmetics love centered hero shots or balanced asymmetry with one small supporting element. Camera, eye level or 45 degrees for believable scale. Shallow depth of field to isolate the hero. Composition rules that read well in prompts. Centered composition, generous negative space, minimal props. Balanced asymmetry, hero on left third. Small texture panel on right. Rule of thirds alignment. Clean horizon. No tilt. Macro detail for label area. Slight perspective. Legible surfaces. Consistent set height across series for grid harmony. Camera choices. Eye level. Product feels honest and solid. 45-degree angle. Classic pack shot with depth. Slight top-down, flat lay flavor, careful with warping. Macro close-up. For textures and pumps, use sparingly. Depth and scale. Shallow depth of field, creamy background blur. Subtle parallax between hero and background. Realistic lens perspective, no extreme wide angle. Cropping for deliverables. 4:5. Social. 1:1. Shop thumb. 16:9. Banner. Same scene, different crops. Leave headroom for copy. Clients love empty space they can type on. Pro tip: build a composition kit you reuse. Centered hero, left third hero plus texture panel. Duo family. Macro insert. Rotate these layouts across colorways and surfaces. Clients see a cohesive brand system. You see repeatable prompts and efficient delivery. Welcome to Part 4. Where to sell your AI beauty visuals, aka how to turn shiny bottles into actual money. We'll keep it simple and friendly. 1. Freelance platforms. Fastest first client. Think of these in busy marketplaces where brands already shop for visuals. Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, Contra. Make a gig Gumroad luxury cosmetic still lifes for ads and socials, 4 to 5, 1 to 1, 16 to 9. Show 6 to 9 images in one clean style, not a chaotic museum. Add 1 line of proof, 48-hour delivery, 2 revisions, commercial license. Gig bullets to copy, 10 ad-ready visuals, 4 to 5, 1 to 1, 16 to 9. Consistent lighting and materials, glass, marble, acrylic. Source files plus easy text areas for Photopea B variants for testing. Reply script. Hey, I design premium cosmetic visuals, fast and clean. Want 3 free samples in your brand colors by tomorrow? If you like them, I'll build a full pack this week. 2. Direct to indie brands. DMs that don't feel weird. Indie skincare founders live on Instagram and TikTok. They're busy making creams and crying over shipping labels. Help them. How to DM. Follow plus like 2 posts. D. M with value, not a resume. D. M. Script. Love your minimal packaging. I create luxury still lifes for cosmetics, perfect for ads and product drops. Can I mock up 3 visuals with your color palette by tomorrow? If it clicks, I'll bundle 20 for your next launch. Bonus, add a 1-page portfolio link, Notion/Behance. Keep it short. 12 best images, 2 case captions, price ranges, 3. White label for agencies. Steady work, less drama. SMM and creative studios need visuals every week. Offer to be their silent art director. Email script. Hey team, I create ad-ready cosmetic visuals, marble, glass, water textures, in consistent series. My packs ship with crops for feed, stories, and banners. Want a 10-image sample board for your next client pitch? Deliver in their file structure and naming. Agencies love people who label files like adults. 4. Marketplaces for digital packs, sleep money. Sell background plates, podium sets, and texture boards as digital products. Etsy, Gumroad. Creative market packs like 30 luxury cosmetic backgrounds, marble and acrylic podiums, hydration gel swipes, PNG transparent. Listing formula, title, keywords, 5 preview images, what's inside, sizes, formats, usage rights, commercial OK, quick, how to use. Price starter, $9 to $29 per pack. Bundle 3 packs for $39 to $59. 5. Content retainer, the grown-up offer. Pitch a monthly plan. Brands hate hunting for visuals every week. Offer, 20 images per month. 2 A/B variants per key visual. 24 to 48-hour turnaround for urgent promo. Monthly style update call, 15 minutes. Price it as a retainer, not per image. You're selling consistency. You don't need a giant following. You need a clean offer in the right places. Post your best 9, pitch politely, deliver fast, and name your files like a legend. Do this for 2 weeks, and you'll have clients, case studies, and the sacred phrase, "Can you do 20 more by Friday?" Music to the ears, and to the bank account. Welcome to Part 5, where we gracefully sidestep the banana peels of the cosmetics niche. Think of this as the friendly voice in your ear saying, "Hey, maybe don't put a Chanel-ish bottle next to a medical claim and call it a day." First, the legal vibe check. Keep your packaging generic. your labels blank, and your promises humble. You're designing elegant concepts, not conducting clinical trials. If a sentence sounds like it belongs in a pharmacy ad, erases wrinkles, cures acne, FDA approved by my cat, delete it. Also skip real logos, look-alike shapes, and celebrity faces. You're selling mood, materials, and good taste, not brand cosplay. Now the look. If your image feels toy-like, it's probably lighting and surface detail. Glass should whisper with tiny imperfections and controlled highlights, not scream plastic with razor edges and blown hotspots. Ask for soft studio light, realistic speculars, a little micro-texture on metal, and calibrated exposure. If the label area glares like a mirror, bring in a gentle top fill and tell reflections to behave. And if you catch your render staring back at you with a fun house reflection, tone it down. Soft gradients, not mirror finish. Textures are where beginners go full yogurt fight. Keep them elegant. A single tidy gel swipe on a small acrylic tile looks luxurious. A gelatin tsunami looks sticky. Pearlescent shimmer is your friend when it's subtle. When it turns into disco glitter, it's time to hydrate and rethink. Remember, cosmetics advertising is quiet confidence, not confetti cannon. Props love to multiply when you're not looking. You don't need seashells, orchids, pearls, and a lemon to prove you're sophisticated. One surface, one podium, plenty of negative space. Let marble be marble and glass be glass, and your image will breathe. While we're at it, plan your crops before you hit export. Clients will want 4 to 5 for socials, 1 to 1 for shop tiles, and 16 to 9 for banners, and they'll want room for text that doesn't land right on a highlight. Render big, crop smart, and leave a nice spot for the headline to live. Consistency is your secret luxury ingredient. If every frame feels like a different brand, you've lost the campaign thread. Keep the camera angle steady, reuse the same lighting language, and change only one thing at a time. Backdrop tone, surface material, accent color. Lock the seed if your tool allows it. The result is a system, not a slideshow of pretty strangers. Future you will thank current you for clean file delivery. Name things like a professional, scene, surface, ratio, version, and group exports into folders for socials, shop, banners, and sources. A tiny How to Use PDF makes clients feel cared for and stops them from stretching a 4 to 5 into a 16 to 9 pancake. Speaking of platforms, ad reviewers are allergic to miracle wording and confusing imagery. Keep your messaging calm and your visuals truthful, and test small before you scale. Clients are lovely until scope creep taps you on the shoulder. Set packages, timelines, and revision counts in writing. When feedback turns into a color war, present clear options. Set A in beige and marble, set B in white and acrylic, and ask for a simple yes. You're guiding the decision, not wrestling it. In post, easy does it. If your gradients band and your edges crunch, dial back sharpening. Add a hint of film-style noise, and keep saturation human. We're aiming for magazine beauty, not nightclub flyer. Every so often, a random hand appears. No one invited it. Tell your model, the AI, that humans aren't on the call sheet today. Regenerate and crop tighter. While you're being diligent, mind your fonts and textures. Use assets you're licensed to use, keep receipts, and generate what you can. The goal is a portfolio you can show proudly, not nervously. Finally, protect your calendar. 50 images by tomorrow sounds heroic until it's 3 a.m. Work in batches, deliver steadily, and let momentum be your marketing. Test variations like a scientist with good taste. Marble versus acrylic, beige versus white, centered hero versus left third composition. Watch what actually performs, keep the winners, and retire the rest without drama. Do all of this, and the only thing fake in your work will be the marble, and that's gemeinsam sein. Stay classy, stay legal, keep it minimal, and let the light do the bragging. That's a wrap. You've got the playbook, clean prompts, classy lighting, believable textures, a simple sales plan, and a workflow that scales without drama. Keep it legal, keep it minimal, and let the glass and marble do the bragging. Start with one hero scene today, duplicate the vibe tomorrow, and by the weekend, you've got a sellable set. If this helped, drop a like, grab the prompts in the description, and tell me which surface wins for you, marble or acrylic. Now go make something shiny and bill for it.